Have you ever felt emotionally stuck, like you're trying to walk forward but your feet are stuck in heavy wet cement? We've all been there. Emotional blocks are more common than you think, but the good news is, they don't have to define you. Today, you'll discover how to break free and move toward your best self. Let's get started. The first step to overcoming any obstacle, whether it's a physical wall or an emotional barrier, is to acknowledge its presence. So I want you to take a moment and ask yourself this. What emotion feels the heaviest right now? Is it fear, sadness, or guilt? Be honest with yourself. Sit with the discomfort of that emotion. Don't judge it, just observe it. Where do you feel it in your body? What thoughts come up when you focus on it? Think back to a time when you felt this emotion very strongly. What happened? Who was involved? Often our emotional blocks are rooted in past experiences, in old wounds that haven't fully healed. Emotions hold valuable information about ourselves and our needs. In the simple act of naming our pain, we take away some of its power. To truly move forward, we need to practice forgiveness. It's a journey that requires patience and understanding, both towards ourselves and others. Forgiveness isn't about condoning someone else's actions or pretending that what happened didn't matter. It's about acknowledging the pain and choosing to let go of the hold it has over you. It's about releasing yourself from the burden of carrying that pain, that anger, that resentment. Imagine the weight lifted off your shoulders when you decide to no longer be defined by past hurts. It's about choosing to no longer let their actions define you or dictate your future. It's reclaiming your power and your peace of mind. Because as long as you're holding on to that hurt, you're giving them power over your present moment. You're allowing the past to overshadow the beauty of the present. Now, I know forgiveness, especially forgiving ourselves, can feel impossible. The mistakes we've made, the regrets we hold, they can seem insurmountable. We tend to be our own harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossible standards. We replay our failures over and over, punishing ourselves long after the moment has passed. But what if we treated ourselves with the same compassion we offer to others? What if we allowed ourselves the grace to be human, to make mistakes and learn from them? Remember, forgiveness is a process, not a switch we can flip on and off at will. It requires time, patience, and a willingness to heal. It takes time and courage. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. But I promise you, on the other side of forgiveness lies a freedom unlike anything you've ever known. It's a lightness of being, a sense of peace that fills your soul. It's like stepping out of a heavy suit of armor, finally able to breathe deeply and move lightly through the world. The liberation is profound and life-changing. And that, my friends, is a feeling worth fighting for. Embrace the journey of forgiveness and discover the boundless freedom that awaits you. We can't change the past. It's a part of our story, etched in time, unalterable. But here's the thing. We don't have to be defined by it. But here's the good news. The present moment is ours for the taking. Each new day brings a fresh start, a new opportunity to shape our lives. It's a blank canvas, and we have the power to choose what we create. Every decision, every action, is a brushstroke on this canvas of life. One of the most powerful ways to break free from emotional blocks is to practice mindfulness. It helps us stay grounded and connected to the here and now. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about embracing the now with open arms. It's about noticing our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them, observing them as they come and go. Think of your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky. They drift in and out, constantly changing, never staying the same. You can observe them, acknowledge their presence, but you don't have to grab onto them. Let them float by. The same goes for your feelings. They are like waves in the ocean, rising and falling, coming and going. They're temporary visitors, not permanent residents. Allow them to pass through without holding on too tightly. When you find yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, gently guide your attention back to the present. Focus on your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the sensations in your body, the touch of your feet on the ground, the texture of what you hold. Engage your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, touch? Let these sensations anchor you to the present. The present moment is all we ever have. It's the only time we can truly experience life. So let's make it count. Cherish each moment, live fully, and embrace the now. We live in a culture that often glorifies self-reliance. telling us that asking for help is a sign of weakness. This narrative can make us feel isolated, as if we must face our challenges alone. But the truth is, no one is an island. We all need support at different points in our lives, but you know what? That's simply not true. Seeking help is not a sign of failure, it's a testament to our humanity and our need for connection. Reaching out for support when we're struggling is one of the bravest, most courageous things we can do. It shows strength and self-awareness, acknowledging that we can't do everything on our own. Talking to someone you trust, a friend, family member, therapist, or support group, can make a world of difference. These conversations can provide new perspectives and emotional relief. It allows you to process your emotions in a safe and supportive environment. This safe space can be a sanctuary where you can be your true self without fear of judgment. Sharing our stories, our vulnerabilities can be incredibly healing. It creates a bond of empathy and understanding, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. It helps us to feel seen, heard, and understood. This validation can be a powerful antidote to feelings of isolation and loneliness. And often, just the act of voicing our fears and insecurities out loud can take away some of their power. It can transform our internal struggles into shared experiences. Now, I know that reaching out can be scary. The fear of being judged or misunderstood can be paralyzing. We might worry about being judged, rejected, or seen as weak. These fears are valid, but they shouldn't hold us back. But here's the thing, vulnerability is not weakness. It's a sign of strength and courage. It takes immense bravery to open up and share our true selves. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, please know that you don't have to go it alone. There are people who care and want to help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. It's a step towards healing and growth, and it can make all the difference in your journey. Overcoming an emotional block doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, a journey of self-discovery and healing. There will be good days and bad days, moments of doubt and moments of incredible strength. But I want you to remember this: you are not alone. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to a fuller, more authentic version of yourself. So, be kind to yourself along the way. If this message resonated with you, please know that I'm cheering you on. Remember, we're in this together.